Alright, it's been about 11 years, but let's see if I can still do these request videos. A buddy of mine was having problems with the rake getting caught behind the tailplank and shooting pins forward, somewhere probably to the arrows. It does happen. A couple of things. Immediate thought is, for whatever reason, the shotgun is unlatching, which it's not supposed to during a cycle. And there's also a safety bracket to keep it from getting behind the tailplank. This is not the best lane to show, but it has really good lighting with that extra light. If you look here, only two, we have the collapsible link. Most centers have them. If not for that, we'd be bending rods like crazy. I think lane 3 has a solid one, if you could see it by the rake cam there. And lane 1, I think, does also. So, what I would do in this situation is, sorry, I'm handing it away. This one has a solid sweep link, crank rod, whatever you want to call it. Gotta watch that with the fingers in the camera. So, this is problem number 1, shotgun, rake, trip, whatever you want to call it. Everybody calls it a shotgun. And the other thing is this bracket, which I can show you right here. Right here, there's a big bolt. I'm sorry, it is kind of dark here. I'll get a better shot of it by lane 1. This bolt right here, it's like a 15/16. It's a really, really big bolt. Now, how I adjust that, and if you even just that, it'll stop the rake from coming back and getting behind the tailplank. Let me just turn this on. Noise warning. Okay. The adjustment for that's done at 180. So what I like to do is just stop the machine at 180, waiting for pins, whatever, lock the pin gate, second ball, cycle. Same deal, second ball, cycle. Now it's going to stop at 180, waiting for pins. Now, this is what I like to do. 180 isn't exactly 180 if you look. Hard to get a shot here. I can't get, there's a guard in the way. But you can see it always stops late of 180. So what I actually like to do, whether it helps or not, I don't know. I'll trip the 180 link and back it down. Just pull the belt until this bisects. So you know you're mechanically, I'm sorry, this is a really bad spot. Right there. You're mechanically at 180. Now, come up and check your lever here. And I don't know if you could see, it's barely making contact with the rabbit ear here. And that's fine, as long as it's not slamming into it. They want like an air gap, like a 32nd of an inch or something, I think is the book, but whatever works. This will hold the rake up. If, for whatever reason, your shotgun gets collapsed when it's not supposed to. So that's how I would do that. Do that first. At least this way, if you can't figure out the shotgun problem right away, it won't hang behind the tailplank at least. Okay. I'm going to turn it back on. And I'll show you one other thing. I'm just going to cycle it and stop it at 90 degrees real quick. Okay, we're at 90 degrees. Shut it off again, unplug, blah, 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 blah. You know, just don't be stupid. Pull the plug, take 10 seconds. It can't turn on if there's no power going to it. Anyway, this is where you would check your adjustments. Right here. I know this one has a little slop in it. It does unlatch sometimes, but you see it's nice and free and it locks. If there's wear in here, you can pull some coils on the spring, make the spring a little tighter, add a second spring sometimes, whatever you need to do to get you by if you don't have a spare shotgun, because they do it. It's a repeated motion over and over and over and over and over. They're going to wear. And you can see this does have some slop in it. But, do that. You adjust that with your rake shock over there to 3/4 bolts. Up here. Or, no, they're both up here because it's not collapsed. This lock nut, and then you can adjust it with this. And I set them, this one's a little loose, I know, but I don't know if you could see in there, there's a little like a valley, just a hair. You'll see if you go too far at 90 degrees, it won't relatch because the shotgun won't be the right length. It'll bump here. Sorry, my camera work is fucking terrible. I apologize. And I'm trying not to swear in like a how-to or help video, but I apologize for that too. It's the only time I censor myself. But that's some stuff to check. You could check it also at dead at 0. Check your rabbit ears for 1/4 inch gap. You would lengthen the shotgun. To achieve that, there's a set screw here. Allen head, which feels loose. No, it's not. Okay. And there's a hole somewhere. Here it is. Really hard to see. There is a hole. And you'd put like a small punch or something through and make sure this isn't in the way and just turn it to adjust to get that 1/4 inch. But that's somewhere to start. At least do this this safety bracket. And that, like I said, that'll stop it from, at least from hanging up behind the tailplank and shooting pins everywhere. So, like I said, the shotgun could be a little tricky. It could be a few things, but I mean, if you have trouble finding it, just like I said, tighten this spring up, pull a couple coils, or put a second spring on it just to help keep the latch. Sorry about my fingers in front of the camera. I'm terrible, I know. Oh, I guess if I finished cycling the machine, that would help, huh? Hey, how about that? So yeah, it's nothing overly complicated or crazy, like I was saying. It's just being around them, experience and knowledge. I look in the book for stuff all the time. I have no pride. I don't care. But yeah, this is the part that sucks. Having no body left, just trying to climb up and down these things. But ta-da. Okay. Just got done for the night, so. Oh. Yeah, but hopefully that helps. I'll get a better shot of that safety bracket for you. With some light over here. It's right here. And that's a big 15/16 bolt. Don't ask me why I remember that, because I haven't touched one of these in like 13 years. The Rakes are really nice for the most part. Even I did that adjustment, my God, 10 years ago, or 15 years ago at this point. But yeah, it's that's something to start with. Definitely, like I said, at least do that bracket adjustment if you can't find the shotgun problem and why it's unlatching. So that'll at least hold the Rake up and it won't get caught behind the tailplank and kick pins everywhere and stuff like that. Alright, hopefully that helps, and good to be back. It's been a minute since I did one of these. Thanks again as always, guys, and I'll catch you soon.